Hello everybody, it's Steve. Welcome back to Surviving Mars Below and Beyond.
Research
Last week...
complete.
Oh, this is actually very helpful. The signal boosters. Last week got this dome up and running and also started working on this site, which is going to be predominantly made up for our tourists. Let me show you what signal boosters does, though. It actually extends out the radius of your drone hubs by 15 hexes.
Funding received.
Previously, we were only going out to about here, so now this one drone hub that I'm pretty much going to big time increase its usage is now going to be operating all of these domes. This dome I did turn off, this Mega Trigon dome that's almost finished. I do have a good trade being offered for polymers down here in our trade hub. Also the space elevator that's going to be hopefully done up this video because I want to make sure that's getting done sooner rather than later. However, I've got two wonders being constructed right now. I've got the space elevator and I've also got my Omega telescope. I'll actually put a stop on the Omega telescope for right now because I do think that the focus right now should be on getting the space elevator up and running. I want to make sure that's functional as well. I'm also getting the polymer blades upgrade done on pretty much everything. That's why I'm eating through all my polymers as fast as I am. Also need to start working on my fuel farm, which is something I started working on last week. Did run into some problems with the uneven terrain, but let's go ahead and create some fuel. Right now for this, make sure I've got a fuel depot over here. I don't see one. There we go. I do see some uneven terrain that somehow survived that. That'll kind of put it right here. Just one fuel depot. I'll go ahead and grab my fuel refinery. And note, it's not hooking up in these areas just because of how it's doing its dumb thing. Oh, apparently control. I've been playing this for almost 400 hours. I just learned now, as I'm playing this, if you hold down the control button, you can actually see the width, how far your drone hubs go. Let's actually do this. And I gotta make sure that we're on that line. Actually, I'm gonna go on this line here. Again, the drone hub now goes further, which means I could, if I wanted to, hook up this water deposit. Actually, no, I don't. It's a low quality deposit. Over here, very low quality. No thanks. Low, average. Not a lot of quality water here. Crux 1 is filled up, so let's go ahead and send him off. And now producing extra fuel, which I'm gonna make this a desired amount of like 5. Anything above 5 will get transported back over to here. In fact, this fuel depot, I want to make sure it has about 75 sounds good. Do 75 for this one too. And note, I only have 17 fuel, so bit of an issue on my end. However, I'm thinking I've got a mini map over here because I've been playing so much Anno. I usually record a couple Anno videos, and I turn around and record a couple Surviving Mars videos, and I'm trying to keep a nice balance as I'm making my content. Okay, so I do actually have 2. Oops. Move that just 1 more hex out. I was off on my calculations with it. Thankfully, superior pipes means I can just go out just a little bit further than I was. So right here. Yeah, that's what I want right there. And also, I don't have hygroscopic coating on any of these, so let's increase our production on that. Continue doing that there. Alright, we got almost all the concrete we need for it. Now we're just going to need about 25 metals for it. And of course, I know some of you are commenting, oh, we need to do XYZ with exporting rare metals. I do need to turn some of those into electronics, so I absolutely want to keep it that. By the way, look at this fully staffed electronics factory. 14 electronics per day. I'm at 330 right now. This rocket may need to head back up to the asteroid, so I'm guessing we're running into problems. Yeah, we're running into a lot of problems. We got storage space full, storage space full. I do need to actually bring down this way and get the exotic minerals hooked in here. I do think I'll refab this one if I do anything with it. I'll refab that, bring it all down here, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. Actually, wait, do I have water up there? Hang on. I do have a water deposit here, so I could actually produce fuel here. We have a micro G water extractor, and there is a fuel refinery, so I could produce fuel up here natively to do that. Just keep that in mind. But I'm not going to be heading back up there for some time because I do need the fuel to be produced elsewhere. I'm also not going to be importing fuel because you can't really import fuel in this game. Why pack something explosive under a rocket just to bring it to a planet where it's going to be used as an explosive to something back to Earth? Doesn't make a lot of sense. Alright. Now this one has a radius out to about here.
Funding received.
And this cold terrain you're seeing is going to be impacting how I do this too. Okay, so we're going to go... It's just going to consume extra power, which is okay. I've got a little bit to spare and a little bit to play with. Okay, one went there. I'm just going to go there. But also, as I start heating the planet, or adding into my terraforming, if I get a core heat convector and just slap it down right here, it'll take care of that problem very, very quickly for me. So, a lot of ways you can manipulate things about and get things going. Got a Marsquake over here, but I do need... How much I need over here? I think I've got that. How many exotics do I have upstairs? 88? I can work with that. Alright, where are my exotics hiding? About here, 26 to 30. Let's grab them all. We'll grab all my exotics and take them downstairs, and we'll use those to kind of help move that project along a little bit. Fully loaded there. Japan's willing to give me a good trade for that. Space elevator is up and running, so we can now... I'm going to just forbid exports on it, because if I don't, they'll immediately just go nutso on that. All right. I'm going to actually need to put a fuel depot over here, too. Seeing this right now. Here we go. Yeah, I like it. I like what I'm about to do here.
Funding received.
Cool. So now we've got all the spots set up for our depots, and we want fuel here. I'm gonna put about 40 fuel at this location. Everything else... Actually, I'll put like 20 here. I also need to set up scrubbers over this guy, so I keep in mind I haven't done that just yet. 20, that could be 0. I'll put 20 here, 20 here, because we do have a lot of food in this dome I can utilize. 20 here, and 20 here. This also allows the shuttle hubs to quickly come in and grab what they need. I'm gonna try a... Can I get away with it? I think I can get away with a 2 scrubber setup here. If I have to do 3, I'll do 3. Just make sure it's done up correctly. Paradox no longer offering that. That's okay. And thankfully with the advanced muscles, we can do a lot more. How many more drones I have? Cool. Got a lot more drones scheduled to be done up. I like it. Let's head back over to my fuel farm. Alright, all these guys are producing. That's good. And I need to run a cable down this way. With that. And this is how I usually do a fuel farm. I just think it looks this... I just think it looks fun. There we go. So we'll get the metals in here over to do that. We'll confirm this. Yep. Go ahead and make this like 7 requested here. This will be the last one I'm doing on this one. I will actually expand the mole hole again. It's going to cost me 400 of my 538 machine parts. We get done. Now we got our scrubbers up and running. Go ahead and we'll max these guys out. They're out of range of each other, it looks like, just barely. But I can refab them and put them back in so they can work with each other. I don't know how I'm going to get this guy in a little closer, though. Do I have any... No available hexes. Okay, so these guys will actually need maintenance, unfortunately, over time. But the shuttle hubs they're next to and the space elevator will not. That's important to keep in mind. Run downstairs, grab Hey Hey, bring him on over here. Oh, he just brought it on over here. That was easy. Alright, now we need electronics and machine parts down here. I'll send Hey Hey to grab this and bring it upstairs, or bring it back over to the site. A real important reason, too, for getting the fuel up and running is I definitely want to make sure that I've got enough of that going. Compact hangar is being done to increase how many shuttles I can do. Let's go ahead and increase shuttle capacity. Kick that up. Shuttle speed increase to make sure things are moving about that much faster. I do think that the artificial sun... No, wait. Core heat convector. That one I need to get done, too. Alright, that's most likely going to be our setup for a while. I do have a dome that is running with a massive overpopulation issue. Yeah, no, the smart apartment complex is actually quite a bit for folks. And I do see I've got some... Let's see, how many retirement home slots do I have available? 14. Gonna have people that are in the retirement, or in the seniors status. Let me confirm. Are you outside the workforce? Yeah, you're outside the workforce. So let's get a retirement home built for you. Put that there next to the playground. Did I put another? No, I didn't. Trying to remember what I put in this dome, how and where. So that's actually not a bad trade route. Paradox offering 50 or wanting 50 concrete for 21 machine parts. I'm producing quite a bit. This next one, though, after this trade is finished, I will switch this over to be concrete for polymers. Make sure they get plenty of those going also. Let's see here. Go ahead and queue up shuttles, shuttles, shuttles. Once the research is done, I'll go back and I'll do the extra projects for that. Interesting, we're not getting the 20 electronics we need here. They're being delivered to make the extra shuttles, but I'm requesting 20 here. Oh yeah, or we could just, use the space elevator. All right, what do we need to bring down? I guess 70, and then a bunch of seeds. I know I can probably make some of that stuff up on my own, but... We have a micro G water extractor. I'll better put another one of those, too. So hang on a second. Drone hub. I want to get that for the... Oh. No, I don't want to do that. Alright, we'll go with that. Space elevator is not going to take anything up, but it is going to bring down a bunch of materials, which will be used to very quickly. Horgatus BL1. What do we got here? It's going to bring down extra materials, which we can use to build up these extra shuttles. B-type asteroid, high quality polymers, high quantity of polymers, does not always contain water. We'll do a detailed scan. Head out to the big old map, Horgalis. Yeah, I'm going here. 227 exotics, 132 rares. And there is water on board too, so let's go ahead. Edit payload. I would like that. I'm gonna take 10 and 4. Actually, hang on a second. Cancel that. Space elevator. Make sure I get this right. I need 5. 5, okay, I can do that. The space elevator, we're going to go here. We're going to order up 4 more auto extractors, because we're going to take those up to the new asteroid and take 5 total. Sterling gens don't work up there, I believe. That's going to be kind of useless. We have a micro G water extractor. I will take a fuel refinery as well. Launch that. Now, once the rocket comes back down, I'll make sure that we get... well, the drone hub will be operable by that.
We have a delivery
Perfect.
on the space elevator.
Alright, edit payload. Drone hub. Fuel refinery. Take all of it. Because essentially this one I want to make as self-sufficient as I can. No polymers I'm taking because there's 200 up on the asteroid. And I'm going to take 15 electronics too. No, 10. I will take 1 RC Explorer also, just in case there's anything up there I need to look at. Once it loads up, we'll send it off to this new asteroid, and we're going to keep them in play. Alright, global shuttle load is now considered at medium. That's fine by me. Although this drone hub is probably getting overloaded with how much it's got to service. Next, it's servicing this entire area. Make that a nice round 30. While that's going on, let's go ahead and turn the Omega Telescope project back
Funding
online.
Received.
Perendi BH2 is not a concern for me. I'm going to not take that because I'm going to switch that over to concrete, like I mentioned earlier. See if anybody nibbles on that idea. Yeah, I'll take 21. It's not a great trade for me, but I will take it. Let's also slap down another MDS up here. I remember having a prefab. Yeah, I do. Never mind. There we go. And it will be in the range of that guy. Cool beans. Okay, we're ready, actually. I don't know why I might need 10, but I'll take 10. Upgraded hygroscopic coating on everything. I also need to slap down some extra large water tanks in this area, so give me a mo. Another reason I like this one so much is that you can fit the water tanks in between some of these where you may not be able to necessarily fit a fuel refinery. It's very helpful. And of course, this should only have 5 fuel on it, so if any shuttles need to pick up fuel, they can just get it right there and bring it back over to these deposits. That's the beauty of the fuel farm. Alright, she's on her way. This one is still broken. I know somebody mentioned there's a fix for it. I'm not going to actively go seeking it out. I know it's there. Alright. Wow, that retirement home filled up quick. Change the thing on that. How many geniuses did I produce? Wow, I actually produced quite a few. So remember, it's 150 per. So it means I'm at 8 geniuses. Yeah, 8 geniuses. By doing that. And my incubator dome is doing its incubating stuff. I'm guessing I'm an idiot on this one. Yep, I got an idiot there. Alright, we've arrived on that one. Make sure my Martian University is operating on all shifts if possible. Let's go.
Anomaly found.
2 anomalies. Nice. Alright, all the deposits are right there, so I'm thinking I need to set myself up in this area. Yeah, I'm liking that. All of these polymers are going to have to go somewhere. So, let's put down a... That rover went out and immediately started scanning for stuff. Polymer depot. There, and I'm going to put a fuel depot here. knowing full well I'm going to have to slap down a drone hub, but the drone hub is, look how much it covers. I wonder if I can get away with, like, yeah, I think if I put it down here, I'll be in better shape. Turn it off. Obviously, don't want to use them right away.
Analyzed.
2,000 flat research for that, by the way.
Complete.
There we go. We'll get those guys built up, and these take, what, 2.4 per? So I'll be able to get some. I don't have a lot of extra metals down here, mind you. So I'm actually, worst case scenario, have to bring some up. Let's go ahead and get this built too. Let's see what we get here. I'm gonna turn that guy on.
You'd think the explorer had found buried treasure the way our scientists were reacting. It was a sulfur-rich regolith.
I'm actually going to take the 10% reduction on engineering techs, because engineering is, well, it's almost completely done. There's still a few techs I can get some good stuff out of it, especially like resilient architecture, advanced rocketry, letting me build rockets on Mars, waste rock liquefaction, doesn't really help me that much, and rare metals extraction production increase. But also, there's this water deposit I want to get my hands on too. Alright, let's go ahead and bring you over here, please. Here we go. These drones are going to go collect stuff. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How much power do y'all draw? 6. So we need 30 of you. Of course, the warehouse extractor. Alright. So micro G extractor takes 4, and each of these takes 6. It's 34. It's essentially 40 production during the day. And I'm producing 27 during the day. Okay. Whoops. Honestly, if I had Eternal Fusion, I would absolutely do this. The lack of metals up here actually presents another problem in that I have no way to... Ooh, interesting stuff. I actually have no way to build more cables. Just not realizing that. Let's go ahead. Obviously, anything just kind of be stored here. But we'll be able to take everything off this thing. All the machine parts, all that stuff, it's all going to be able to stay right there. This one is completely offline because, of course, I don't have anything going to it at the moment. Let's double check up here. Oh, good. This one is almost completed. Good time for me to actually be up here. Because if the telescope does not produce what I want it to produce, i.e. good breakthroughs, I'm probably going to do a save scum. So, I'll also, probably at this point, find a way to get a screenshot for this video, figure that out. And then when this is done, figure out if these are going to be some good technologies for us. Let's see what's going to happen here. Alright, telescope going up. Let's see what we get our hands on with these breakthroughs. Come on, give me something good. Give me something good. Not worry about drone load heavy problem, wherever that is. Come on, something good, something good, something good.
Breakthroughs discovered.
Ouch. Awful breakthroughs. Soylent Green, bodies of dead colonists are converted to food. This is an F tier breakthrough. This is one of my least favorite ones. Mole people, colonists restore sanity while sleeping in the underground instead of losing sanity. Colonists also gain 10 morale while they're in the underground. And space rehab. Colonists have a 50% chance to lose a flaw on their journey to Mars. I am Jack's disappointment. Alright. Okay, by the way, that was after I did a reroll on those. Did also get Archeon BK12 as another asteroid while I was getting the screenshot for today's video. This one's got a lot of rare metals, exotics, and metals. I could do better, with this. I mean, this one's got 5 deposits. With all of that on board, this one's only got 1 deposit and 3 there. So if I could get, realistically, if I could get one with... This one doesn't have to actually be nearly as big. If I could get a set of high-speed comm satellite, that's always helpful for me. Yeah, sorry, those shitty breakthroughs kind of took all the wind out of my sails. I'm just going to start loading these up, because we do need to get them up and running sooner rather than later. Also, I can slap down either a bunch of bog standard wind turbines in here, or a bunch of battery storage up here. Yeah, I'm actually pretty disappointed by
Research
that.
complete.
Landscaping units are good, because this project over here that I set up in, like, episode 1 the hell ever, it's now actually doing this. Slowly on its own. So, I'm just going to let that be for a bit. Or at least I think it is. Thinking about it, mole people isn't probably the worst breakthrough, especially if I need somebody manning the underground pit laboratory. I can kind of set it and forget it for those ones. Maybe have stuff delivered down to them, like case in point. I think I did grab those 30 machine parts, and they've been delivered over here. Yep, cool beans. Alright, where are those last 3 hiding out? Come grab those, would you? Let's see if I can start steering some of this to what needs to be going on. Alright, up here, we've got enough power during the day. That's kind of the big thing, is I'm making sure I've got enough power to send stuff back. I do want the concrete actually out here. Can we edit that payload? Let's thumbs down the concrete, please. I'm gonna leave all the prefabs here too. Alright. I will go ahead and queue these guys up. Also making sure that they don't have any dust radiuses over each other. Oh, shit. The drones attempt to put the square part in the round hole for the 3rd consecutive time to try to find a solution. Seem to be missing some parts for our micro G extractor prefab. There also seem to be parts that don't fit anywhere, and the instructions have no help at all. Chance to fix the building or lose the drone. Okay, we lost a drone in the process. That's unfortunate. Why the hell were you up there, though? Oh, hey, we got a medal out of him, so I'm going to take that as a win. Alright, I'm going to put that one kind of like there. Like there, maybe. There. Again, I'm trying to do these alls in a fashion so that they're not overlapping each other. Production. Life support. Micro G water extractor. Again, I'm not worried about lack of cables set up for it. It's more I want to make sure that they have materials for it. Right. And you do have a... Well, you have a significant dust radius. Let's go ahead and pick you out like here. That was odd. That had to be done manually, but alright. How much does that thing hold? A large amount of water. I'm just going to set you up like here. Like that. Yeah, it needs metal for all of this stuff, so don't worry. I'm just laying out some groundwork here. Oh, it actually works pretty well. Okay, and cable, I'll kind of come down here with it. And of course, I do not have the metals for this. So this is, it actually says -1 metals. Cool beans. So now it's all hooked up. We've got enough polymers, a lot of polymers actually, to redo this and to keep this guy up and running. The big thing is to make sure I've got my drone hub active to be able to do this coming back. We're pretty much loaded up. RC Explorer, exotics. Yeah, let's go ahead, edit my payload. I'm going to thumbs down on the drones. I'm going to leave them all here. I'm going to go ahead and return to Mars with what I've got. So this guy's got plenty of materials to stay operational, and I have blown past the 30-minute mark without even realizing it. We got our Omega telescope going. I'm going to try to make the most out of this, because the underground, I haven't done an underground colony, and realistically, that was something I was considering doing as a future playthrough, was actually doing a mole people colony. I'm going to put the next turboelectric scrubber here, and I do need to put an end to this video, guys. So let me do that, and I will put a cut in here. Next video, going to continue to build out this way,
Funding
get some more
received.
stuff going on, hopefully get myself into a really, really good position so I can make sure that I've got everything ready for the tourists to arrive, because this, again, this is my goal for this week, is to get this whole setup ready to go. Like, comment, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and all the videos that come out on this channel. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next video, and we'll also take a look at those anomalies.